All right, let's talk about creatine. It's everywhere, right? And you've probably asked the same questions everyone else has. Does this stuff actually work? What does it really feel like to take it? Well, I got tired of the theories, so I decided to just find out. I went on a 60-day creatine journey, and I'm going to walk you through everything that happened from day one.
So that's the big question, isn't it? What actually happens when you start taking creatine every single day? We're going to break down this whole 60-day experiment. And let me tell you, the very first thing you notice, it is definitely not what you'd expect.
So you think you're going to feel this huge burst of energy, right? Nope. The journey begins with this, a gritty, chalky taste that honestly, it's like drinking wet cement. That first sip is a genuine shock, and you're immediately thinking, oh no, have I made a terrible mistake?
And of course, after you force that stuff down, what do? You run straight to the mirror, right? You're looking for any sign, any little change. But there's nothing. Not a single new muscle fiber, no magic surge of power. It's just you, staring at yourself, starting to wonder if you just fell for a big marketing gimmick.
Yeah, this first phase is all about doubt. You're basically just drinking this weird cement water on blind faith, hoping for any sign that it's not just a total placebo. But then, right around day 5, the first real sign shows up, and it's an insane, constant thirst. See, creatine starts pulling water into your muscles, so your body is just screaming for more hydration. You'll notice it at the gym. You're sweating way more, but you also feel just a tiny bit stronger. It's that first little clue that, hey, maybe something's actually happening here.
And that leads us straight into the next phase, the first real tangible signs. We're talking about that thirst and weight. And this is where things get a little confusing because the first real piece of physical proof just opens up a whole new can of worms. By day 7, you step on the scale and you get a jolt. The number is up. We're talking 2, maybe even 3 pounds almost overnight. Your mind just starts racing like, what is going on? And this is the immediate fear, right? For pretty much everyone. All this work you're putting in and the number on the scale is going the wrong way. It's a moment of pure panic. You're thinking, did this supplement seriously just make me gain fat? But here's the key thing you have to understand. Relax. It's not fat. Creatine literally pulls water directly into your muscle cells. Think of it like your muscles are tiny water balloons that are getting filled up. That's what's causing that quick jump on the scale. Your muscles are physically getting fuller, which actually makes them look bigger and creates the perfect environment for real growth. And once you get past that initial water weight scare, oh man, that's when everything changes. This is where the real game begins. It's like someone flips a switch and your body goes into what I can only call turbo mode.
So what is turbo mode? Well, your body's main energy source is something called ATP. Think of it like the batteries for your muscles. Creatine helps you recharge those batteries way faster. Suddenly, you've got this major surge in power and endurance. You just feel ready for anything.
This says it all. You know that heavy weight that used to intimidate you? The one you'd build up to? Now, that feels like your warm-up. Seriously. Your old limits become your new starting point. The pump you get in the gym is so intense, your shirt literally starts to feel tighter. So, let's just do a quick recap. We started with that skeptical first sip on day 1. Then came the confusing water weight around day 7. And now, at day 14, the real deal. The performance boost has finally kicked in.
But here's the part I really didn't expect. The transformation isn't just physical. Around the 1-month mark, something really powerful and kind of surprising starts happening in your mind.
The brain fog just vanishes. Your brain uses a ton of energy, so that extra ATP support from the creatine gives you this incredible mental sharpness. And you really feel this in your workouts. You know that last rep where your mind usually gives up before your body does? Now you just push right through it, no problem. And that brings us to the end. Day 60. After 2 whole months of staying consistent, you wake up, you look in the mirror, and it finally all clicks. The journey has led to a complete and total transformation. This quote right here just hits the nail on the head. You are not the same person. The person looking back at you in the mirror is not the same one who choked down that gritty drink 60 days ago. The change is absolutely profound. So what are the final tangible results? Well, it all boils down to these 3 key things. First, your muscles are visibly fuller and rounder because of all that water. Second,
you start seeing more veins, which is a sign of improved vascularity. And third, your strength is just on a completely different level.
So there you have it. In 60 days, both the body and the mind were totally transformed. It just goes to show you what's possible with a little bit of consistency. And it leaves you with one last question. If this is what can happen in just 2 months, what are the limits to what you can achieve?